What is going on, YouTube? I hope y'all are having a wonderful day out there. Now, today, something I want to talk to y'all about is 3 special tips to help raise y'all's KD. Now, one of the most important things is you have to have that map awareness. You have to know where the enemy spawns are, or where they are spawning, and stuff like this. Common sense kind of says, your enemies are going to be where your teammates aren't. So normally what I try to do when I'm being aware of the map and the mini map and all this stuff is, yeah, I'm always particularly going where where my teammates aren't, because that's where I'm gonna find all my enemies and where I'm gonna get these kills. And this really this gets you a lot of kills, but also you just can't run around where you think all the enemies are. That's just gonna keep getting you deaths, and you don't want to get deaths obviously because you want to raise that KD. And something I always typically do is I want to go around the map. I kind of try to avoid the center of the map or the middle lane of the map as much as I can, because that's where everyone's going to be looking. And if I'm staying around on them or staying on the edges of the map, you're less likely to get shot in the back. Now, another tip that really helps me out is that you really want to pre-aim around your corners, and you really want to pre-aim as much as you can going around those corners, because those are the times where you're gonna win those gun battles, or where you think the enemy is gonna try to kill you. But if you're pre-aiming around those corners, you're most likely going to win that gun battle right there. Pre-aiming is super important. I try to do it as much as I can. And also another thing that you can do before pre-aiming is when you're going around a corner that's like a long distance, you just kind of want to point your crosshairs over there to kind of get a preview of the area, so where if you have to like go back into cover and then pre-aim out of that or anything like that. And one other thing that is super important when you're trying to go around getting these kills is you want to pay attention to the death skulls that pop up when a teammate dies. If a lot of them are grouped up, or all of those death skulls are grouped up in one area, you're not going to want to run out there, because obviously your teammates are just dying left and right. So when I see a lot of death skulls around one position, I try to go around and flank them. And going around and flanking them is what you're going to want to do, because they're not going to be expecting that at all, which it's common sense just not to run straight out there, guns blazing, trying to get as many kills as you can. So those are the 3 major tips that I have for y'all to help getting y'all's KD up. 1, pay attention to the mini-map. Pay attention to your surroundings, where your teammates are, where your enemies should be, or where they're spawning and stuff like that. Having that map awareness. 2, pre-aiming around those corners. Make sure you are prepared for what's going to be coming around that corner, or that you're prepared for you going around that corner. And then 3, paying attention to those death skulls around the map, making sure that you're not just running out to any environments where a lot of people are just dying left and right. You want to make sure you're going around them and flanking them. So that's pretty much it for that part. And something else I want to talk about is the new DLC, the new Sabatage DLC. I personally am a huge fan of these maps. Like this one right here I'm playing on is the Minion. It's a remastered edition, or I guess remastered of Afghan, which I think is one of the most remembered maps from Modern Warfare 2. That one in Rust. I love the maps on Modern Warfare 2, and I'd be really happy if they remaster some more of those maps. But the maps that came out with this are just really great. They have the other ones are really good close quarters, and I just think this one it's absolutely huge. It's just amazing. Tell me what y'all think of the new DLC in the comments down below. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and comment any other questions that y'all have that are Call of Duty related. Y'all have a wonderful day out there, and I'll see y'all later.